Okay, we are taking Widow's Watch, and we'll take that next turn. Afterwards, we'll probably send troops up north and see if we can't nick Carhold, which is quite empty right now. We've got some more troops as well. Half a stack under Lord Coldwater, which will sort of remain in range of the Wolf's Den in case he lays siege to it, in which case we'll swoop in to the rescue. Not much else going down, really. We're just slowly taking the coastline of the Westerlands, and then we're going to secure that. And we're building up our power at Castle Rock. Good lord, I'm tired. Very, very tired right now. Yeah, I'm building fleets as well. Just basically all along the western coast right now. It's just building fleets in order to match the Ironborn's naval power, which is going to take a lot of fucking ships. A lot of ships. That's why I've called in my allies to hopefully help out and deal with all that. Anyway, as well, officially we have married into the House Martell as well, and we've married a Martell princess. Who is married to mine. Yay! Which has secured our alliance with Dawn, unless they betray us anyway, which hopefully they won't do. I don't know. They might get bored, and I wouldn't really be... I wouldn't really fuss them over that too bad from like a player standpoint. I will scold them if they do that in like in roleplay and everything, but... really, what can Martell do at this point? Build a fleet and slowly sail north to help us on the Iron Isles. It would be funner, from a player's perspective, to betray us, is all I'm saying. So I wouldn't be shocked to see it coming. Alright, we're maybe we're going to land, and then we're probably not going to have enough movement points to get to it. But we will eventually take Carhold and reclaim that. The Dreadfort is currently under the Ironborn as well, but you should have the Dreadfort and Last Turf under siege next turn from the Starks, at the very least. Ramsgate's okay for now. He's still got half a stack inside Wolf's Den, so if it does get attacked, I can move in with my half a stack and save the city quite easily. We're sending Corbry here, and probably the rest of these forces up north to help out as well. And I'm sending this half stack over here so that they can join up with these guys, and then we have a full stack which is going to defend the Wolf's Den. And also, House Lannister is officially dead, as in completely and utterly wiped out once we took Castamere, so now we're just taking the rebel Banefort. And I figure right now, if there was going to be a giant Ironborn assault on my shores, he would have done it by now. So, I'm pretty sure we're safe in that regard for a little bit. But, you know, don't hold your breath. Anything could happen at any time, especially to me. Especially to me. The Banefort has fallen to our might, and the Haars are slowly sending their ships likely to blockade my stuff. Because we are building ships, but, I don't know. He's going to blockade my ship, which is going to, in turn... The only reason I'm building these sailors, pretty much... Because if I build one sailor here, one sailor at Castamere, one sailor at Banefort, that means Hoar, if he wants to blockade all of my ports, has to split up his fleets into little sections. Which means that his fleet's going to be considerably weaker and split up once my war galleys and cogs and everything sail from King's Landing or Artus's Landing. It's really confusing calling it King's Landing, because King's Landing's supposed to be on the other side of Westeros. But it's weird. I don't know. We'll probably change it. But if his fleet split up at Faircastle, Casimir, Banefort, and some at Seaguard as well, the more I split up his fleet is the word I was looking for. The more I split up that. Sorry, I've been recording something else for like the last hour, and your voice starts to just go and be completely fucking retarded after a while. I need a drink is what I need. But yeah, if we split up his forces, it would be a lot easier for me to sink his ships if they're all split up and focusing on different ports at the same time and everything. Anyway, those guys will take ship in here, and this fleet will be able to cover that place. We have landed outside of Carhold with not enough forces, and we'll lay siege to it next turn. Hopefully, we'll take it. But, I don't know. Probably will. I don't imagine Hoa has too much in the way of any major resistance around here. Just yet. Turn 35 and Carhold is under siege. Hopefully Hoa doesn't have any forces nearby to stop me. If it does, at least it will retreat into that ship. But yeah, we have more forces coming over from these guys, which is just popped over from Coldwater, and I now have a full stack inside this as well. And the good thing is, I do believe that the Starks have just defeated this army in Ramsgate, so it's rather beaten up and battered right now. I swear they defeated somebody or other. Nothing much going on along the coast. Like I said, like you see, rather than all these forces, these fleets and everything being in the same single stack and being as powerful as they can be, he's had to split them up to blockade all of my ports. Which is a good thing, because then it'll be weaker and easier to pick off, if you know what I mean. Yep, nothing else to show, really. To be honest, the hot seat's kind of dull at this point. There's not really too much fighting going on. I mean, Hoa is completely and utterly broke. He has no money. And all of his straggling forces are in the north. And the only real combat that we're going to see is against, like, small skirmishes against the Ironborn forces. Which isn't particularly fun. I don't know how long the hot seat's going to last for, to be honest. The only goal right now is slowly kill the Ironborn. Which isn't going to be too fun, to be perfectly honest with you. Martell claims to be building up his fleets, like I asked of him. I figured it would be a lot easier to deal with the Ironborn if it wasn't just my fleets dealing with everything. But we're slowly building up my troops. Shouldn't take too long, hopefully. I have, however, bringing over some more forces just to make my... basically the western defences look complete. And like 2 full stacks looks more menacing and, you know, defensible than anything else. Advancing on Ramsgate as well, which doesn't have enough troops to really defend me. We've got a full stack and a half. And Carhold is ours, so we're bugging the fuck out of there with our ships. And those guys will probably land at Widow's Watch somewhere like around here, and then go over the Ramsgate and join up with the rest of the guys. Like I said in the previous turn, I believe I mentioned it, there's not really much left to do in this hot seat. It's coming to a close, I think. And, yeah. Kind of dull. Kind of dull. It's what it is. Oh well. Next turn. Betrayal of the most devious kind, my brothers. Yes. The Martells have apparently gotten bored down in the south. I don't fucking blame them. I'm bored of the north. I don't imagine how boring as hell it must be in the south. But they've laid siege to Highgarden. I've been subbing the Storm King for the last 3 turns now. I have no idea what the hell he's thinking. But from what I can tell from Aaron's perspective, he's laid siege to the Storm King's citadel, and, well, let me put it this way. The Storm King's got a full stack there. He's got another full stack in Penrose Hall. He's got a full stack at Storm's End. Martell has laid siege to Blackhaven, Stonehelm, and Mistwood, but we can reclaim those quite easily. He's got another stack around here somewhere, just off the coast as well. Another stack at Storm's End. And another stack underneath the command of the King, which is right here on this fucking bridge. I'm not sure how he laid siege to Highgarden and didn't see the full stack of Storm King forces right fucking there. North of Highgarden. He laid siege to it and just thought, yeah, we'll ignore those. So I am pretty, like, 90% sure that I, or the Storm King player, if he actually plays it, this turn will be able to lift that siege. And if he does, that's pretty much, from what I can tell, the entire force of the House Martell troops that are between me and us, Storm King, and Old Town. So yeah, if we lift the siege of Highgarden, I'm pretty sure that's completely fucked up his entire faction. It's like the beginning of the end for the Martells, really, if that happens. Anyway, speaking of the beginning of the end, the Hoar's days in the north are numbered. We're actually about to kill 2 good brothers, so they can get screwed themselves. And after that, we'll lend our forces to the Starks and march directly on Winterfell, which is over here. It's actually under siege right now as well. Which, I spoke to Stark, and he can't lift it. He got a draw, I believe, but that's about as best that he could get out of the situation. Unfortunately. And that battle's going to kill, like, 20 of his family members as well. Like, House Karstark, a bunch of other guys as well are going to all be wiped out in that little battle at Winterfell. But they're going to give him hell. Give him hell. Oh well. We're still married to the Martell princess, so I don't know what the hell we're going to do about that, really. I suppose we'll go with the law that the prince loves her and doesn't care. Maybe it'll give us claim to Dawn later on if we want to claim Dawn through her, I suppose. I don't know, we'll see. We'll go next turn. I don't know, I'm not surprised that Martell did this. On like normal hand, I never trust people that break blood pacts or like marriage alliances or anything. That's sort of like one of my rules for hot seating. If you make a blood pact, you honor it. You're loyal to that person, kind of thing. That's a commitment, damn it. But in this sense, I'm bored as shit in the north. I cannot imagine how boring it must be for the Martells. So I don't blame him at all for attacking us. It seems, ladies and gentlemen, that I was right about the Martells. And where I left off, I didn't actually sub it myself. The Storm King player did it. Yeah, I believe he did. Yeah, I mean, it was like a week ago or something. The hot seat's been moving a bit slow the last week. But the Siege of Highgarden was lifted, and the Martell King was defeated twice, I believe. I'm not sure if I have pictures for that, to be honest, but I'll try and find them if possible. If not, I apologise. But the Martell King is dead, and that's got to be a serious blow to the Martell cause. And we'll take an Old Oak, and I do believe he's moving slowly towards Oldstone now as well, and the rest of his like 3 stacks or so that he had a side hall and everything will be moving down towards the Prince's Pass, while the rest of these places are probably going to be trying to be reclaimed from the few regions that he's lost in the Stormlands. But that defeat at Highgarden has pretty much sealed Martell's fate. There's no way he can really win now. There's absolutely no way that he can win. There really wasn't too much way in the first place that he could win, but now there's absolutely 0%. There's no way. Long term, he's fucked pretty much. We, on the other hand, are moving Coldwater's troops, and generally in this direction towards Winterfell. That's the general gist of it. And meanwhile, his other sons are moving as well to join up with him, but that may take a while for them. All is good in the south, guys. It does appear that Martell's left Old Town completely undefended now that his main forces have been beaten. You've got Brightwall Keep and Uplands under siege. I assume Old Town will be under siege in the next turn as well. And it's only a matter of time before the rest of the shit falls. Also, and the Storm King is actually... I subbed this last turn as well. The Storm King players kind of buggered off again. So I subbed it last turn. Which is how I know where everything is. And Blackhaven's taken as well. If he lays siege to this fort... Fort is the word I was looking for. Almost got that wrong. Stupid me. I need the drink. Seriously. I've been talking for like the last couple of like straight fucking hours sitting there talking to myself. And your voice gets all sort of like crackly and fucking yuck. Yeah. But long story short, if Martell, he has forces off the shore here at sea. If he lands and attacks that fortification, Storm King has forces in range to deal with that, and he'll win a battle there if it comes to it. Nothing much going on really. Storm's End almost has a full stack in it, and he has another stack off the coast up here just above Tarth as well. So yeah, Martell's days are numbered just like the Ironborn's days are fucking numbered. What I do for the Ironborn, at least, is this. If we When I have more troops, at least. We do this just so that my ship is out of his range enough to the point where next turn I could easily move my ship right here next to that port, which would then allow me to sail out and with my fleet, which would be right here next to that, kill those forces and then put my fleet inside that, which would then allow me to move next turn and defeat those guys as well. It's like a chain reaction. I'd wipe out the Hoar's entire fleet within a couple of like fucking milliseconds. That's what the whole split up his fleet into different little mini sections idea was. Because you wipe out one mini section, and then his fleet suddenly lost like a quarter of his troops, and then you wipe out the other one, and it's just sort of like domino effect, if you get what I mean. Yes, in the north, not much going on, really. Coldwater's slowly advancing towards Winterfell to reclaim it in the name of the Starks, and his son is also moving over here as well. I don't know. To be honest, after I post this turn, I'm probably going to put forward the idea of ending the hot seat, because there's not much left, really. It's just going to be slowly walking through the north, removing the rest of the Ironborn, and eventually, very slowly, doing what I just demonstrated with the fleets, when I have a few more ships, just to make me a bit more powerful when I do it. And then the Iron Isles will be mine. It's all very dull, to be honest, guys, so I'll probably push forward, see if the rest of the players want to end it as well, and declare victor. And just call it GG. We'll see what happens. We came, we saw, and we kicked ass. All hail King Artusaran, the conqueror of the West. Anyway, guys, the hot seat's over. I got the admin password and skipped ahead a bunch of fucking turns to what is, lore-wise, the end of the war. The Iron Isles have been completely ripped down, stone by stone, after the combined fleet of Arryn, Storm King, and Stark ripped the Iron Fleet a new one, and then tore down all of the Iron Isles, stone by stone. And now all that remains of the once proud Ironborn settlements is ruins. They're just empty, fucking hollow, ruined shell of themselves. All they're good for now is hosting my fleets. Yay! But yeah, the Westerlands are ours, and the Starks have paid tribute to us by giving us Raventree and Newmarket. It was Fairmarket, I named it Newmarket. And we've renamed King's Landing as well into Artus Landing, which I think is more fitting, really. Not much else going on, really. The Eyrie is fully garrisoned. We've left the north now. It's fully in the hands of the Starks. And the south is going okay, too. Not much going on here. For future methods, the Storm King is dead, and his son has succeeded him. He didn't die in a battle or anything. He just died of old age. Prince Ian, lore-wise, is going to have a son, and he's going to name him Mathos after the late Storm King. Or maybe after the dead Martell King. But since his wife's a Martell, that makes more sense, doesn't it? Yes. The Serets will go on to defend the west in my name from the Castle Rock. And since we have the command console, I was able to clear all the passwords of everyone else's saves. So, just for the sake of RP, we're going to go check out everyone else's family trees. Just to see how those things are going. So, the Storm King's family tree looks like this. The old Storm King died just recently, after a long and healthy life of running around the place kicking ass. Rickard is the current Storm King at the age of 53. He's quite old right now. Prince Eldon as well is his heir. He's got plenty of... We got Tarberk as well. That's the person that he stole with his princess. And he's got two brothers also, which are of decent age. So the Durrandon line is considerably strong. We've taken Old Town and everything from the Martells and sent peace treaties to the Martells. We're now back at peace with the Martells, although on dodgier claims. And they're a lot weaker now. They have, like, no power. They may as well be vassals, pretty much. They can't do anything. They're independent in name, but other than that, really, if we wanted to kill them, we could. But the Arryns would rather not, since they share blood with them, and they'd rather not fight them in the first place, kind of thing. Now, here's the Martell family tree, which is a bit more out there. Here's the Martell king that died in battle outside of Highgarden, and then you've got his daughter, who is married to my son, Prince Ian. Dinsley Martell died in battle as well. Damien Martell is still alive. The current King of Dawn is, yeah, Paris, and then you've got this guy, which is Prince Thingamajig as well, who's going to go in. So yeah, the Martells are still very much alive, although they've lost some lives recently in their wars, and some power, lots of power lost. Now, the Starks family tree, as the house that pretty much took the most beating throughout this entire fucking hot seat, is a bit more out there. A lot more out there. For a start, House Karstark is pretty much destroyed in the male line. Really. You got Ethan Karstark, died in battle, and then he had a son, but he died in battle. He has 2 daughters who are unmarried at the moment. And then next to these guys, you have House Bolton, died in battle, died in battle, died in battle. He had a sister, unmarried, and then he had 2 daughters, unmarried as well. So House Bolton has also been completely wiped out in the male line. House Stark, meanwhile, has Edrian? I don't know, whatever. King What's-His-Face, Ice Eyes, who's 72 years old, a ripe old fucking age, since the beginning of the hot seat. Still alive, as a daughter and a son still. Prince Jonal the Wrathful is actually married to the Sunderland girl at the moment still. And they have a son, Martin Stark. Which is all good. So the Stark line's still strong, though most of their banners are dead. I imagine they've sort of annexed the rest of the places that they don't already control with lords under direct control of them, I suppose. But yeah. I don't really think there's too much else to show. It's just me. Yeah, then, isn't it? Yeah, that's it. That's my family tree. Yay! So yeah, guys, that is all for this hot seats. I thank you for watching. It's been a fun one, I suppose. Near the end, it got a bit dull since we'd kind of beaten the shit out of everyone, and there wasn't really many people left to kill. This wasn't too much of a challenging hot seat. I had some fun doing some RP for it, though, with some certain posts, if you want to check those out. There will be a link in the video description leading to these hot seat, I was going to say, going like Russian there for a second. I don't know. I need a drink, seriously. There will be a link in the video description leading to this hot seat thread if you want to sort of catch up on a more detailed sort of in-depth thing. You know, see the battles as they fucking happen, kind of thing. Some of the pictures might still be up. But yeah, guys, I thank you for watching. This has been it for now. I am going to like get a drink or something. But yeah, guys, that's all for now. I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see what the hell the next hot seat is. Probably going to be a Storm King one that I'm currently recording. There will be no ETA on that. It never is for hot seats. They just upload as they upload. I have a horrible headache right now. Sorry. So yeah, that's all for now. Thank you. Soul out.